This every third Thursday, my mind is blown. I don't even know what to say. We're building boards with Kidwell and Paul Schmidt. Every third Thursday.
This is Every Third Thursday. Chance for us to have some fun in our factory, get creative with board design and materials. Just get spontaneous. Come up with a theme and build it.
We're here with two icons today, legendary skateboard builder Paul Schmidt and Terry Kidwell, and we're building a Terry Kidwell like it was built in the 80s. These older, this original rocker series of snowboards built on those Sims comes much more from a skateboard background. Were you thinking like, I need to make a board so that I can skate this quarter pipe or to skate this mountain? Because that was by far the most mind-blowing shots of that era.
Yeah, coming from skateboard background, I mean, almost immediately knew the boards needed like a kicktail, so you could ride them backwards.
Yeah.
And you know, some of the most early experiences for us were the Tahoe City half pipe. And we weren't necessarily trying to land fakey tricks, just sometimes they just happened and
slide around a little bit.
Yeah. And the swallowtail would dig.
So let's get started. The wood we're going to use today, back in the day, the boards were just made out of hard maple because they were skateboard style. It was skateboard mentality and everything else. Well, they were pretty heavy, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're going to make this one of a combination of basswood and poplar. Basswood has about half the density of hard maple, and poplar has about 2/3 the density of hard maple.
The thing I'd like to see the most today is to make this board as close to the original as we can.
Paul and Terry are finalizing the shape on the Kidwell board. We're going to start putting it together in moments. This is basically taking the place of our fiberglass. The way, you know, now that we're going horizontal with the weave instead of vertical, you're giving us a flex pattern. Now the core is finished, we start laying it out. Board's going into the press, or into the vacuum bag, really.
This is just a quick, like, how do we make this thing happen now?
This is a temporary form. This will pull all the air out, bring all the wood over the form, and then allow it to basically retain its shape when it comes out, once all the resin hardens. For all you riders out there that email all the time that wondering how to build a board in your garage, this is it. This is a cold press. It's gonna take a little bit of time, so Paul's taking us to his backyard bowl. So Mike just happened to be in town from Hawaii, and we've been friends for a long time, so I'm stoked you made it down, checked it all out.
Coming here to Paul's is super cool. When I got that text, like, we're going to Paul Schmidt, so I was like, I gotta go check that out, man.
Okay, so we're doing exactly what I'd be doing on a skateboard, is just center line it up
So it's essentially the same thing.
and work with it.
This is the best thing that's been done in the last 26 years.
He's cutting out the board on the bandsaw, and there's no edges in it at all, so kind of got to get it right on.
I got an extra big base on this side. I'm going to ride this base on the surface of the board, regardless of the bends and the contours.
And this bit just puts enough to get the keys of the edge into the board so that we can get a good bond.
So what we did is when I went to try to put the edge in after the first route, it didn't really want to fit in well. And the routers, because it's doing that tiny slot, imagine there's dust and stuff in there and stuff stuck. So I did it one more time, and now you can see how
That
perfect.
fits so perfect. So cool.
That edge wants to fit in there and go.
Well, that is a wrap from the professor's shop here in an undisclosed location, and we are off to Tahoe.
All right.
Check these out.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's do it. Well, we just did it. Paul's is like amazing, and I can't wait to see what we're gonna come up with here.
You guys ready? We're gonna build. So Paul's Paul's board took, he said, 3 hours to cure.
Yeah.
Ours is gonna take 10 minutes.
Nice.
So we'll get this one done pretty quick. Let's grab some resin.
Old school shape with some new technologies. And this damn thing is going to rip.
A lot like Paul's, we'll just spread it out. It doesn't matter if you get it on the aluminum or not, so. We're pulling this board out of the press. Paul just showed up, came skating in on a Terry Kidwell skateboard. That was pretty impressive. All right, do the honors. Let's see what we got.
Nice. Looks good, and we're only halfway there.
I'm so excited, I can't even stand it. I've been staring at this board for like the last 48 hours in my mind, going like, oh, this is it. I want to ride this so bad. I want to ride that one too. So when was the last time you rode this shape?
I'd say like the last year this board was in production with the horizontal lam, like 1988.
Nice.
Like the spring of '88 was the last time, and after that we went to vertical lam constructions and haven't mounted one of these boards since.
That's awesome. On the lift, Sugar Bowl, Terry, Andy.
It's taken about 20 years for the board manufacturers to turn around and look at what was good from the old days and bring it back.
Yeah.
Like the reverse camber, they call it, and they think a lot of the kids think that was just invented.
Yeah.
You know, but no, it's basically the Terry Kidwell model.
I mean, we just saw this thing on Facebook, and it was like an old winter stick that had like rocker in the middle and camber tip and tail, or it might have been reversed, but it's like technology that's coming back today, and they did that in like '85 or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You can't count on the second try. The second try will never come round.
Terry, that was so fun, man. That was like what it was all about. It was first run, and I was right after you took off. I was like, "Oh my God, you look like you were like completely comfortable on that thing."
Oh, that's amazing. It's been,
Yeah.
Just made up your mind. The picture still hangs on the wall from back in the day when you had it all. It's a fraction of the whole, but it's hard to control. Get this straight.
That was a great day on the hill.
yeah,
Dude.
super psyched.
Yeah, following you around was amazing, and just testing out these boards was. I mean, just turned the whole day around. Like it's a slushy day, but kind of just turned that whole park around for us.
Yeah, actually, for the conditions we had, this is like one of the best boards you could be having fun on out there. Soft, slushy snow.
No doubt, for sure. So what? Just for everyone at home, like, what are you doing right now? Like, how can people find you, or what have you been up to?
Pretty much have a pass for squaw. Been getting a lot of days in at squaw and Homewood. And me and a buddy of mine, Andy Berenson, we kind of starting a little Kidwell clothing line with some hats, beanies, t-shirts, sweatshirts. And we're kind of starting out with just a few classic shots from the early 80s, having an artist draw them. And we're still working that type of stuff out. We're working on some new logos, different things.
We have to give a big thanks to Paul Schmidt for helping us put this together. We couldn't have done it without him. Check out his Create-A-Skate at createaskate.org. It's really cool.
Can't count on the second try. The second try will never come round.